we like to encourage you to buy local by profiling a local business with something special to offer. Tonight, we're headed to the Sequatchie Valley Creamery. Their Dancing Fern cheese has placed 2 years in the row at the American Cheese Society Awards, and you can buy it at selected specialty shops all around town. Well, last week, they showed our Harrison Pirtle the cheese making process.
I started farming a number of years ago. I started out in vegetable production and market gardening, and then slowly got more interested in animal husbandry and livestock and grazing. We have always had a grass-fed beef business here at Sequatchie Farm. We make cheese every day right now, 7 days a week. Milk comes into the cheese vat, and we heat the milk up to setting temperature, about 90 degrees or so. We add cultures to begin the fermentation, the acidification of the milk. So as the curds are stirred and heated, the curds shrink and expel more whey. And then at the right time intervals, we'll actually cut the curd into small pieces to separate the whey from the curd. The smaller the pieces, typically the drier the cheese. Larger pieces is going to be a softer cheese in general. When we get to the proper moisture level for the type of cheese we're making, which is basically by feel, how it feels with your hands, and at the right pH, we'll move the curds into the forms that we're filling. We make cheeses about a little over 1 pound per wheel. Some cheeses that we make are up to 15 to 20 pounds per wheel. Once the cheese is in the form, then we're basically pressing the cheese with a little bit of pressure, a little bit of weight, and that also helps the whey to drain from the curd. Then the cheese is put away into the cooling room, and it's typically the next morning that the cheese is salted. So we brine the cheese for a number of hours depending on the size of the cheese and the weight of the cheese and the type of cheese we're making. The day after it's made, it then goes into the aging process in our aging rooms, and the cheeses are flipped and brushed regularly for anywhere from 60 days minimum up to several months. So all the cheeses in the same batch basically come out with a pretty consistent rind development and moisture content, and they develop and they age, they break down kind of at the same rate. We typically FedEx the cheese all over the country, specialty cheese shops and small distributors and retailers. We sold under 20,000 pounds of cheese, but we're trying to grow, and hopefully we'll be trying to double that in the next 2 or 3 years.
And you can buy Sequatchie Cove cheese in Chattanooga at Enzo's Market on Main Street, Whole Foods, and at the Pruitt's on Signal Mountain, but they're all on back order right now, so that means you may have to wait until May for the new crop of cheeses to arrive. Stay with us. We'll be right back after the break.